Space.com's editors present a reading list for space and sci-fi lovers, as well as children who are interested in astronomy and spaceflight. Credit Space.com Jeremy Lips. There are plenty of great books out there about space, so many, in fact, that it can feel a little overwhelming to figure out where to start, whether searching for a perfect holiday gift or your next engrossing read. So the editors and writers at Space.com have put together a list of their favorite books about the universe. These are the books that we love, the ones that informed us, entertained us and inspired us. We hope they'll do the same for you. We've divided the books into 5 categories, which each have their own dedicated pages. On this page, we feature books we're reading now and books we've recently read, which we will update regularly. Click to see the best of. We hope there's something on our lists for every reader of every age. We're also eager to hear about your favorite space books, so please leave your suggestions in the comments, and let us know why you love them. You can see our ongoing space books coverage here. By Tim Peake. Ask an Astronaut, My Guide to Life in Space. Little, Brown & Co. 2017 by Tim Peake. Credit Little, Brown & Co. In Ask an Astronaut, British astronaut Tim Peake walks readers through a long list of questions he was asked after returning from his first stay on the International Space Station in June 2016. From training to fly to space, launch, weightlessness, spacewalks and returning to Earth, Peake hits all the highlights, plus less standard spaceman experiences such as running the London Marathon in orbit and getting emails from Elton John. Peake's explanations are entertaining and easy to follow, but he doesn't shy away from delving into detail about how the technology works that brought and kept him in space. Well-placed diagrams, and 2 sections of color photos, aid the explanatory process as well. Even avid space readers are sure to find at least one new detail to amaze. Sarah Lewin. Read a QA with Peake here, and read an excerpt from the book, where Peake describes his first spacewalk, here. More spaceflight and space history books by Kelly and Zach Weinersmith. Soonish. Penguin Press, 2017, by Zach and Kelly Weinersmith. Credit Penguin Press and Soonish. Cartoonist Zach Weinersmith and biologist podcaster Kelly Weinersmith delve into the future of technology with a comedic, but factually rigorous, trip through 10 technologies that could improve and/or ruin everything. While only some of those technologies relate to space, the Weinersmiths nevertheless give an in-depth glimpse into the future of spaceflight, building up the reader's basic knowledge of the field and showing off the sometimes bizarre concepts that could let future spacefarers defy gravity, gather energy, power their machines and mine the solar system, all the while peppering the discussion with amusing comics and asides on some of the strangest spaceflight concepts. As Zach Weinersmith put it to Space.com, I like to think we're honest brokers for nerdy people interested in future stuff. So pick this book up if you want an informative, entertaining and sometimes mind-blowing guide to what the future might hold. Sarah Lewin. Read our interview with Zach Weinersmith on the future of spaceflight here. More spaceflight and space history books by Seth Fishman, illustrated by Isabel Greenberg. 100 Billion Trillion Stars. Green Willow Books, 2017 by Seth Fishman and illustrated by Isabel Greenberg. Credit Green Willow Books. In 100 Billion Trillion Stars, Seth Fishman tackles the numbers that permeate everything around us. Not just any numbers, mind you, but enormous numbers. Gigantic, mind-bogglingly tremendous whoppers of numbers. Numbers that the human mind can scarcely comprehend. Accompanied by delightful illustrations by Isabel Greenberg, Fishman makes infinitesimal figures like the number of seconds in a year, 31,536,000, the distance between the Earth and the Moon, 240,000 miles, and how many people go shoulder to shoulder every day on our big blue marble, 7,500,000,000, relatable to the 4 to 8 age group. A child isn't necessarily going to get the number of raindrops in a thunderstorm, 1,620, Fishman said, but maybe it'll help them connect with what the word trillion means because they know what a thunderstorm looks like. He also throws in fun facts that pint-sized readers will take delight in. Who knew that a great white shark has about 300 teeth, or that we might eat up to 70 pounds of bugs in our lifetime? Fishman's numbers will thrill, amaze, and elucidate. Jasmine Malik. Read an interview with the author here. More space books for kids by Tyler Nordgren. Sun, Moon, Earth, The History of Solar Eclipses from Omens of Doom to Einstein and Exoplanets. Basic Books, 2016 by Tyler Nordgren. Credit Basic Books. Throughout history, solar eclipses have transformed from terrifying omens to the subject of scientific study. In Sun, Moon, Earth, The History of Solar Eclipses from Omens of Doom to Einstein and Exoplanets, astronomer-artist Tyler Nordgren traces the natural history of eclipses and how they have inspired eclipse chasers to travel the world and witness the natural phenomenon. Nordgren's narrative also details how observations of total solar eclipses have contributed to scientific discoveries about the Sun, Moon and Earth's place in the universe throughout history. Samantha Matthewson read an interview with the book's author here. More astronomy and astrophysics books by Tim Peake. Hello, Is This Planet Earth by Tim Peake. Credit Little, Brown & Co. British astronaut Tim Peake's photo book takes its name from an unusual moment during his 6 months on the International Space Station. He tried to call his family on Christmas Eve in 2015, but dialed the wrong number instead, confusing the answerer with an unusual greeting. Hello, Is This Planet Earth? The book is filled with Peake's favorite photo selections of night and day, oceans and rivers, mountains and deserts, towns and cities, and the Earth overall, as well as the satellites, cargo craft and other gear that made appearances during his time on the space station. His images are interspersed with descriptions of how he captured the photos and anecdotes about his time in space. Sarah Lewin read more about the book here, and see a gallery of some of the book's images here. More space photography books again. Check out our full lists here. Follow us at Space.com, Facebook and Google.